Okay, I think I got everything. All right, all right. What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. How are you today? Welcome, welcome to the Rouser World. Welcome to the Rouser World live art stream. So today we're just going to be kind of drawing on some faces, guys. Again, like we normally do, we're just going to approach the caricature. Mostly, I try to deal with the face. However, sometimes I'll go to the body. Sometimes I'll draw hands or whatever. Talk about other artists that I like to follow. One in particular I'm going to be kind of studying today is Rogdon, the artist. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him on YouTube, but he's really I kind of like his personality, to be honest with you. But also, he has a very similar way of teaching things to me. That's why I can relate to the way he does things. He just kind of keeps everything really simple. So I did learn. I have learned quite a bit from him over the last years. Real quick, guys, I'm just going to keep this short. If you decide that while we're going through the stream, you're learning or whatever, this is what we do full time. If you want to tip, you can tip through. We have our, excuse me, let me get my camera ready here. Okay. We do have our Cash App here, so you can tip through Rouser World Cash App if you wish to tip. Okay. So this is our Cash App here. And then also we have the super stickers and super chat. So, I'm going to assume you guys already know how to use that. So, other than that, also don't forget about the roofing thing that we got going on, guys. If you have given to that, we are trying to inch closer to it. Actually, that's why I'm late this morning. I woke up and found that it was raining on my computer again. So I had to go upstairs and tarp the roof. And then we got the guy coming to look at it. So we're going to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was checking out the word of the day. It was amazing. Hey, what's going on, Cherish? Special shout out to you, my top tier Patreon, Cherish. She has been supporting me at our channel and my family for that matter for such a long time. I really appreciate you, Cherish. Thank you so much. Doing a wonderful job, not just as a moderator, but you're a pretty cool friend too. So, so thank you. All right, let me see here. So I'm gonna start off just with a little bit of warm up, right? I like to. I've been studying these, drawing these, how to construct the head thing. You know what I mean? A lot of times we get off in the caricature, we get off into these things, and we do it without understanding how to construct the head. So this is kind of something that I saw online from Rogdon, even though I already kind of knew how to, but the way he broke it down with this little box up top, and you know how he draws his heads like this, I really like it, right? And it's very similar to how we think as caricature artists, you know. So this is kind of how we do it. So the head's really easy when you look at it this way. It's like a box with circles in it, and then you just kind of have your eyebrows and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're gonna warm up with this just a little bit. Okay, so let's do it. We're just gonna draw the head at some different angles. I think I sharpen my pencil a little bit more here. Okay, what a slow week this has been. Caricature wise, oh my goodness, man. I'm not going to even fake with you guys, man. It's been like, that's just, you got to take the good with the bad, right? Oh, with the bodies, okay, I'll put that down here. We'll talk about some bodies here as well. We'll work on those, okay? So again, we just kind of, how we learn how to construct the head is, if we can learn how to draw simple figures, boxes or whatever, right? We can see how we can make heads real simply. By drawing little figures like these, right? I'm just gonna again do a couple more of them. Let me see. This is like one that's really straightforward. Okay, so you can put your circles in there, and then you can come over here and add your little teardrop shape. Even though I don't ever really draw this before I do a picture. I don't know. I kind of just go for it. I think it's really cool because it helps you to see where the nose and everything goes in the picture, right? So let's do it. Let's just again take your pencil, make your little circle. And I know these exercises might seem kind of like, man, why we have to do all this? But I'm telling you, it's going to help you to see your face better. So you got your little teardrop shape, right? Depending on how long you want your. And this shape right here is really just depending on how far you want your jawline to be. As I'm studying it, it just basically is an indication of that. And then your nose kind of just goes in there somewhere in relation to your mouth shape. And then your head shape, obviously you can put hair on your little cartoon, right? Put your little ear shapes, right? And all right, that little guy looking over there like that. Okay, so we'll just make up some more of them. Let me see here. What else we got on here that we can? Hold on a sec. It's such a wide variety of ways you can do this kind of stuff, man. Pretty cool. I even see here that he has like little things with the bodies on them where he makes up like little circles. And he teaches you at first in order to be able to make themes how to take these circles and look at them kind of like with little circles on them where you can put your legs. So this is like a little circle. This is like a little circle, and he makes like little men out of them. So you can just take a little arm and come off of here, and you can take an arm and come off of here, and another arm and come off of here, right? And then he just puts like little eyes on it or whatever. It's just helping you to. I guess the practice of this is to help you to be able to see like themes a little bit better, right? Something I've always had a problem. I'm not really. I still need work on my on anatomy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really good at drawing the face. But when it comes to anatomy, I'm getting better at my older age at it. You know what I mean? But I guess it goes to show that sometimes we can just get involved in something, and then we just get programmed to do it one way, and then we kind of stay in that way of doing it. You know what I mean? So let me see here. What we got here, Cherish? Hey, Harry, I wonder how it would look if you do this technique, but then you laid over those 5 shapes from the brown shape. From the brown shape, the cheek shape, the little half eggs, like, oh, I get what you mean. I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah. We can also talk about that. The five shapes. I got to put all this stuff down because you know me, I'm airheaded. Sometimes I won't remember everything. Okay, so let me see here. So again, this is like a little. I don't know. Can you guys see better when I draw with this right here versus that? Maybe you can see a little bit better. So here we got our little eyes, right? And then again, we have our little teardrop shape, like however we want to do it. And then we have our little shape around the head, right? Like that. Little eyes. Okay. Anyway, I'm almost done warming up here, guys. I just need to get myself together. Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. Something that I saw yesterday when I was learning to when I was looking at the hands and how he did little hands, right? Just making little guys up. Different positions, different angles. I know you might remember this, church, when we were doing we were talking about how we can use just little arrows at the end here to make our cartoons up, right? So let's say this is them jumping, right? Maybe, right? And again, this will give us a little bit more of an understanding of how to draw themes, right? Think of simple themes first, or simple ways to draw people or things doing something, right? And then you can change that. Yeah, I had to tarp the roof off this morning. That was crazy. Let me move this down some for you guys. I know you guys probably can't see that very well. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So we'll go over here and do another one. Let me see. Maybe we can make the. Maybe we can do something where we almost can see the bottom of the foot here. Maybe, right? Maybe something where I don't know. I'm just experimenting, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you guys something that I saw with hands that I learned from actually Rogdan as well. It's pretty cool, right? Right. You see here, we got a little guy right there. I'm gonna move it down just a bit more. Okay. And let me move this back some. So it's not so in the screen. I can put some more paper up there. Okay. All right. So let's keep on going here, right? Okay. Again, guys, we're learning how to take just basic shapes and make them do something. So in the simplest form, what is a theme drawing? A theme is just you're making your cartoon do something, right? Okay. So here we'll just add our little thumbs, right? And then from here you can add like whatever you want. You can add your fingers like that, right? You can add your fingers here like this, right? You can add your other little shapes here, right? And you're making again your shapes just kind of do something, okay? So before you start trying to draw the whole body and all these little all the nuances of the body, learn how to use this first, right? Okay, I'm just gonna make this his whole body right here. This way, since we're gonna keep it simple, right here, right? Okay. Oh, by the way, let me show you something, guys. What's my most favorite piece? Kim's Gaming Squad. Wow, I have a lot of pictures. I may have to. I have to go to my. I have actually in my garage. I do portraits a lot. To be honest with you, I've been actually rediscovering my portrait work, but man, I have so many cool pieces. I think one of my favorite pieces I ever drew was when I drew my wife and her baby sister. I drew them when they were babies, but I drew them in a portrait style. I think I might even go grab that picture for you guys just to let you check it out. I might let you see it on the stream. I got it in my garage over there. But I've been doing caricatures. I do caricatures so much that it's kind of hard to almost switch gears sometimes. You know what I mean? You know. See, I feel like once you learn this, right, then you can put toes on there, right? Oh, where was I going? I was going to show you guys something with the hands that I learned. Man, it was pretty crazy. So, check this out. I learned this, that let's say how your hands and your feet are constructed pretty much the same, right? Which I did not ever think about that at first. Hold on, let me go back here. Let me go. Hold on a second. Let's close though. Excuse me. Let me go here to YouTube. All right, and then we're gonna go to. Was it posing? Which one was it? Let me see here. Hold on. Was it poses? Where was I when I was looking at that? It was let's go here. Ah, here it is here. No, that's not it. Okay, I think it was this one. Or was it this one? Ah, it was this one. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the video a little bit now about how they did it, right? And so if you look at the way the foot is built, right? And I'm gonna go right to that spot. Okay, and let's pause it right there. Okay, he uses these. He was talking about this idea of this is a shape right here, right? And it kind of looks like a little ice cream cone, like laying on the side, or I don't know. But he was talking about how when you draw the hand, right, that this is the way the foot is built. If we add a piece right here, right, we can see the wrist. This would be like your wrist, right? And if you look at it, this over here, I'll just put another one. And we look at this and we do like this. Well, then it could also be a foot, right? So what happens is, what the only difference is that with your hand, which this would be the hand, right? That you can add your thumb to this shape here, and then you can add anything you want to the end of it to make it look like fingers. You see? But over here, what you add is you add toes and a heel to make it look like a foot, right? So it was just like crazy. And then if you want to draw claws or whatever you want to draw, if you learn that shape, right? Let's go back this way, and we just looking from the side view again. Okay. Let's say I want to make my this is my little circle again for where my thumb is going to come from, and then you can see here I can make a thumb come off of there, right? And then from there, I'm just using the shape of this again to create fingers, right? I don't know, let's do this here, and then there's another finger off of there, maybe back here somewhere. Okay, so you can see all your fingers off of there, and that's like it's really cool how you did that. So I was practicing this last night using trying to think of this shape from different angles, right? So it kind of looks like a bell when you go this way. So this might be the wrist here. And then here you can see that I can attach anything I want to this. I can attach finger shapes, right? And then I can add my thumb, which comes off of this shape here. And he was like, this little piece right here is like a webby piece that comes off of there. So you can see how your hand is built from that side too. So that's really cool. Okay, so let me see here. Let's try that again a couple of times. We got a little bit of space over here. Okay. And then I guess we can. What if I put the thumb on this side here? I don't know, something like that. So that seems like a cool little idea right there. And then it says you can do it with feet. So if this is the back end of that shape, right? And the shape is fanning out like this, right? So from here, I can say I want to put some toes, right? And then I can make it into like a foot shape. So I'm still learning it. It's really cool to practice. Let me see here if he does any more of these. Ah, okay. So now here he was talking about so when we draw that little shape, you got the bone in your hand, and then you got these four little pieces here, and it was like all of these little bones, these four little bones are connected to this shape here. And then from those bones, your fingers are connected to each one of those bones. And then your thumb is literally just like it's like it comes from this little shape here and it goes out. And then it has the end of the finger, and then you have this little webby part of your hand. So it's like showing you. I like the way he showed me like how the hand is actually built there. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Running out of paper. Let's do some more over here. All right. And then we'll go back to making the little bodies up. I got kind of a little bit off track with that one, but let me see here again. So got my wrist. I got my four little points, all that connect back to my wrist. Here, these bones. And then from here again, you have your fingers. So you got this finger. You got another finger here, another finger here, another finger here. Then you have what do we have? A little bone coming off of here like this, and then we got the edge of your thumb, and then we got this little piece that goes through like that. So it makes it easier to draw the hand. Oh boy. Y'all excuse me, my son is he's not having a good day right now. But welcome to the real world, son. Right. Oh man, that really makes everything so much easier to understand, right? When you think about it like that, you can see their fingers and which way they go a lot easier that way. And usually drawing hands is like the bane it's the bane of people's existence. Oh wow, how do you hold on a second? Let me back up here. Do. Oh, so how did he do that one? Okay, so he went with a Oh, okay, because the shape still remains the same from this angle. I get what he's saying. It looks like this from this angle. And then you just kind of start putting in your fingers like this. Hmm. All right. So this looks pretty cool. All right, so I think I'm pretty warmed up now. I guess we can go ahead and start drawing some faces. I don't even know how if y'all are even interested in learning to draw like this kind of stuff. Sometimes I know sometimes we just want to see the I've been noticing see the faces be drawn or whatever. So I don't have a problem with that. You know, you guys kind of let me know what you want me to do. Maybe I can change up some things. Again, I'm just practicing theory, and this is super awesome. I don't know, for me anyway. Wow, it's crazy how you can see the hand so much better when you think about it like that. Even if the hand is this way and coming toward me, then I got my knuckles here, right? And then I can see my hand, each finger, kind of where it's coming from. Wow, that's crazy, right? And you can see the back of the hand here, and then this kind of attaching to that part right there. So if your hand is like holding something, right, like a rail or something, you could put it together like that. Right, and then you can see again those bones all connecting to this one point right here. Right? I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Is that pretty cool for you? Are you learning how to draw hands? I know I'm learning something this morning. All right, let me see. Oh man. So now you know that makes sense now, because now I can think of the hand as maybe even a box, to think about it more dimensionally, right? Like a box where you connect the dots to it, and then now I can see those four knuckle shapes like this, all connecting back to this shape here. So then it makes it easier for me to see my fingers, right? Something like this. And then you can see this is the last finger, right? And then you can see this is this is the, what is that? So the wrist is actually a little bit above this in this position. I see what he's saying. Okay, so you're kind of going around it, and you're going around it like this, and then it goes out like that. All right, so yeah, y'all should try that. Try that right there. When you think about the hand at first, it really makes it so much easier to see when you think about it as a maybe like a with those 4 points here. So you look at it like a three-dimensional box. So now the box is always going to be smaller on one side than the other based off of the dimension that you're drawing it at. But now I can see here that these are all knuckles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can see how they're all positioning back to the box, so that when your hand comes off the box, it's here. So now we're simply just connecting at that point. We're just connecting fingers together to make different hand positions. You see what I'm saying? So it comes together so much easier for me that way. Yeah. I don't know how well you guys can see that. He has a. I think that some. I need to get another. I think how's that picture look for you guys? I'm not sure if is this big enough for you. Okay. And then in a moment here, I'll go back and I'm gonna go get that portrait out for you guys so you can see it. Okay. All right. So just a few more of these here. I done got addicted to drawing this hand stuff now. Wow. So if I do like this, it make this part really big, and this is like the back of the hand here. So this would be small. Now I could just go one. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my knuckles, right? And I'm wondering, should I put them at the top of the box here, or just do them like? Well, no, I could just do them. I could just do them like that, and then I could just say whatever. Now this finger here, quite naturally, you're not going to be able to see all of the back of the finger because that wouldn't make anatomical sense, right? So this might be your, and then this would be that other hand finger. Holy. Okay, then part coming off here. So now it makes my finger look like it's coming like kind of straight toward it. Wow, man, awesome, awesome. Okay, wow, man, really learning something today. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I hate drawing hands. I used to hate drawing hands, well, not until today. Now it makes a lot of sense to me what the heck I'm doing. Great job, Brogdon. Okay, looking at those fingers and mapping them out, right? And then maybe it always kind of helps me to draw the finger closest to me, right? And then from that finger, extending out and drawing other fingers. You see, right here, and then we can see our thumb shape coming off right here. Wow. And it makes it easy to draw feminine hands versus big bulky hands, right? And then I noticed here that these two, like, isn't it crazy how when you move, most of the time it seems like these two fingers here almost move together and it's easy. And I see why in Disney a lot of times they use these fingers and they keep them together to do things, because these two fingers here generally work together in unison with one another. So that is actually pretty cool. Okay. So, all right. We've done some hands. We did some little bodies, right? I don't know if you guys like those little body things. Let's do a few more of those, and then we'll do some caricature. You know what I mean? I'm not in a rush to get the caricature. I draw caricatures all the time. So I'm just gonna draw some little circles here. Do them in different kind of directions, right? Learning how to see that circle in dimensions. Maybe we can even try some squares. Why not, right? Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to add kind of add a hole where we want to put a limb at. So let's say over here, let's say we can see this limb really big. Well, this limb is going to be very small because it's well on that side, right? And then if we can see this one's going to be small, so this one might be big, right? And then this one, let's say these are a little bit even because we want the picture to look kind of forwardy shaped, right? And let's say, what if our character were, what if our character is upside down? Maybe we want to do something like this. And we'll put legs on each one of these. And then here, we'll just cut the edges off, right? And here, we have a large one. And then over here, we won't be able to see it at all. So what I like to do is I like to use these shapes here, basically claw type shapes for my limbs. It just helps me to see the structure better than trying to add like a lot like muscles and all that stuff. I do need. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I will have most of the time when somebody asks me to do a theme or something like that. I'm always thinking of it like a. I have to look at a reference first to see what kind of pose I want. Then it's easier for me to get to the body. But some bodies I don't need a pose for. So this one right here, let's say we can take these and we can make them do all kinds of stuff. We can make them like bend like this, right? This is still the same shape, but now I just bent it so that it looks like it's kind of turning around like a tube almost. You know what I mean? So I'll start with, let's say this is these are the two legs here. And then what I can do to add the bottom of the leg is I just add the back part of it like this, right? And then here, look, let's say the person has their feet, so we can do like that, right? So we can see how we can add legs to that drawing, all right? This one here, we're gonna have a smaller situation here because this leg is further away and this one is closer, right? So let's say this foot right might be like this, while this foot is this is more of a more actiony, right? So maybe this leg here has a front coming off like this, right, and a back, and then it has like a little foot coming here, or the foot like we remember how we drew it. So this might be the foot. Oh, awesome, awesome. So we can think of the foot once we get to the end. We can kind of treat it like we do the hand because the foot is that same shape, right? With 5 little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little knuckles, all these bones attaching back to the back, and this being your big toe, then your next toe, right? And then you got your next toe, then you got your next toe, then you got your little pinky toe, right? So here you can see you got that circle right there. That's that bone, and then here you can see like this is the top of it. So we can put your foot like that from the beginning. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go back to this. All right. So this one's upside down. All right. So I'm just thinking of ways to turn the body so that it's doing different things, right? So maybe he's upside down. I think with this one, I should have kept it more simpler. Let me see. And then do like that. And then like this. And then like that. Sometimes when I get over analytical about it, it doesn't make sense as much. So look at that. That's not too over analytical, right? Got a little head right here. Right? Little foot back here. There we go. Now he looks like he's turned upside down. Right? Okay. All right. All right. So caricature time, guys. All right. So let's pull up a face here. And we're going to start with, I'm going to put a face here at the top of the screen. Ah, look at that face right there. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to take our marker and we're going to make up, I don't know, let's see if we can make up a little theme with her or something in there. So what kind of theme would we want for her? Let's say we wanted to make her into a superhero or something. I don't know. Let me see here. Let's go to, let me see. Oh, wait. All right, let's go with look up cartoon body references. Let me see here. Let's go with. Oh. I don't know. Let me see here. What can I do with this picture right here? So let's say this is where I want my head here to be, so I might draw that circle here, and then from the circle I might say, I want something like this here, and I'll just go ahead and draw the and try to get the whole idea of the picture down first. Let's say these would be where her eyes would go, and then this would be like the little teardrop shape, right, for her nose and stuff. And we do something like that, and okay. And I'm drawing her at a little bit of a different angle. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get something that kind of looks like her. You know what I mean? So this might be her eyebrows here, and maybe this might be her eyes here, and those circles. And I just turned up the eyes a little bit using these little circles so that she doesn't look so like regular, you know what I mean? So we got that part down, and then we just come here and try to add a body. So we'll add a little neck here. As far as our theme, maybe we can do something like this here. Just draw a whole shape here. I think that's the best way to do it, right? Now, once I get here, I don't know if I'm doing a superhero or what am I doing? I'm just going to use this theme that I saw here. And then I'll just use those little widgety army things that I have, right? And then this would be like another little widgety arm. And then, this doesn't look like it's supposed to be like that. I think I'm supposed to go like... So like this, and then another one going this way here. Again, I feel that just helps me to simplify the body a little bit more. Whatever type of theme I want to do, right? Okay. Something like that. I think I kind of messed up in here. And I think this right here is a little bit too far out. And then here we have our wrist with our hand. And then we just put some fingers off of it. Alright, so let's see what happens when we do our line work. I really like how you're able to how using those circles really helps to how it kind of helps to generalize the eye shape a little bit more, or cartoonize it, instead of trying to keep it like a regular. Like a little shape right there. Okay. And then just draw these lips on here. Right. Yeah, when I first learned to draw, I was always drawing with my pencil, and I don't know, somewhere down the line, I fell into perfectionist mode. So I used to just draw everything like this, you know what I mean? And hey, what's going on, buddy? He's died, man. Little fella, man. All right, hold on. We're gonna let the little fella say hello. Look like I'm gonna need to hold him just for a minute here. We're just gonna say hello. Let me move this down some just a little bit, right? Okay. Hey, buddy, what's going on? What's going on, man? There we go. This is hey, what's going on? Somebody put me a little rouser, okay. Oh, rouser, Bowser hype. Say hello, buddy. You gonna dance? All right. Do. Move it. I like to move it. Or maybe you want to hang out with Daddy. No, I can't put you over there because I already know you're going to start touching things. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we're working out something here. I'm gonna let y'all get to know little Rouser here because he's gonna be taking over the show one day. One day he'll be taking it all over. I'll be sitting back. Did you poop, man? Did you just now poop? I hope you did, man. I smell poop just now. You want to wait till you get on my lap to do all this? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let little fella go back with mom. Here you go, buddy. Bye bye. Ooh, yep. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was funny. Okay, let me see here. So again, we're just trying to turn her into a little old cartoon, and with my pen here. All right. And this is what it's all about. Sometimes it's fun just to sit back and not worry about like how perfect your drawing is. Just you just sit back and you're making something up. I don't know. I just thought of a little theme that I wanted to use, and then I just went with it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you had a little fun with it, right? It's like a little news flash. No matter what you draw, somebody's gonna find something wrong with it. No matter what you do in life, somebody ain't gonna like it. I don't like. So I learned not to pay attention to that. You know, I especially like, I don't know if you got, hey, what's going on, Gordon? How are you today? What's up? What's up? What I especially again like is the way the eyes on this picture, where you can, you know, instead of using this stroke for stroke idea, you kind of I was able to use those circles to help me to do stuff, and I got away from that for a minute. I remember I used to talk about that a while back, but sometimes again, you got to be real purposeful to move forward in your drawing, because you'll learn things, and then you'll forget to kind of implement those things into your drawings, and so as a result, you get those things get to the back of your mind, and they just get lost forever. And I guess that's what keeps me sharp, is because I try to just teaching caricature or teaching it to people. I have a lot of students online that we'll get together and we'll draw, and sometimes you know what, I think that you could learn caricature from just watching videos on YouTube and probably never having a teacher, but it's something about like the one-on-one experience that will motivate you to do something that you would never have thought to done for you before. You know what I mean? Because we were meant to be like together people, and instead of all of this like stuff where we don't get together and don't want to talk to one another, all kind of stuff like that. That's not never how we was meant to be, you know. So I like to teach because it's like me being able to draw with somebody, drawing like even caricature to me, like sitting in a studio and just drawing randomness all day or by myself. I don't really like that. I don't, you know. Some people dig the alone life. I just personally don't, you know, feel like I was put here to be by myself all day. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just making a little small cartoon person, using her as my model to help me to find a motivation for my character, right? That's the way you could think about it. Think about it like that. You know, when you're doing this, think about like you're making up this character and you're just using this person as motivation for that character. It's like, what do you want that person to feel like? What do you want them to look like? What do you want them to be doing? You know, and every artist is going to be different about how they do that. So you can't really, you know, Charlie Brown is different from Dragon Ball Z, right? But is Dragon Ball Z cooler because it's not drawn like Dragon Ball Z? I mean, is because it's not drawn like Charlie Brown or vice versa? I don't think that's really a matter of the person that's looking at the drawing. You know, which one they would prefer to look at. But I personally can't say that one drawing is better than the other. You know, so that's how I see it, you know. Let me see what I got over here. All right, hold on, guys. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over here to Instagram for a little bit. Maybe we can go to Instagram. See what's going on over here. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe give us some more red lips there. I don't know if I got some blue. Do I got some blue for her eyes? She got some really blue eyes. I don't know if this is that kind of blue or not. It's kind of dark, but yeah, that looks okay. All right. Okay, and then I don't know what kind of. I got pink here. I got a little pink marker here. Maybe just to do it something quick. And I'm gonna give her some pink glasses because even though her glasses ain't pink in the picture, does that matter to me? No, it does not. As long as it looks cool at the end. You know what I mean? So I'll do something like that because she got a little bit of reddish in her glasses, right? And then she looks like she has some orange hair, man, or reddish. Some reddish, orangish hair. So I got some markers here. Maybe I could use one of these. Oh, actually, I think I might have some. I might have an orange here. I got this orange. That one. That was the blue I was looking for. I don't know. We just use what we got, right? Hey, what's going on, Good Samaritan Kitchen? How are you today? All right, welcome to the stream, right? We're just making up some easy peasy cartoons. Using people from the internet as our models, right? See what we can do, right? All right. All right. And oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got to do her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are. She has a little bit of brown in there. I guess I could use this here to make these brown. And then what's cool is I can add like she has like freckles, so I can do like little freckles in there like that. All right. Okay, and I can even use this to make like little shadows. You know, I wish if I could, I don't know. Sometimes I don't. You know, you can't really tell what other people think is cool. You know, that's why when when you're drawing, you can't really take that into consideration. To be honest, like not too much because then it's like hitting a moving target because like I don't know if y'all can relate to this, but do you ever feel like in life you don't even know what you want for yourself, right? Right? You don't even know what you want for your own life. And so, it's very, I don't know, this might be too much orange here. Maybe, what will go good with this? Maybe orange and then, I don't know. And then maybe a little bit of sky blue. I don't know, I'm just going with it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Okay. Okay. And then I don't know. We can put some. We'll put some letters. Maybe we can put. I don't know what her name would be. Let's see. I don't know. We don't have to put a name. We don't have to do nothing like that. I think that this blue needs to be balanced a little bit more. Something like. So we need to add some over here. All right. So anyway, that's what I came up with, right? I ain't gotta try to overcomplicate it. All right. So that's my little cartoon, and then based off of, it would be nice on some sneakers. We'll keep her. We'll make some. This could be a cool sticker You know what I mean? A cool sticker, right? Dude, watch this. Let's do a where's my black at? There we go. Okay. All right, guys. So let's find somebody else that we can do a little cartoon. Maybe you guys have a. Let's see who we can use for a motivation for our next drawing, right? All right. So I don't know. Let's go back over here to Pinterest and find another interesting face, right? And we're just gonna try to do something with it. We're just gonna try something. Okay. What about this guy right here? I would normally. Oh, you did. She looks like a cool one too. Let me see. What about? Oh gosh, I think I missed it. I hate when I do that. I hit the wrong button. So now I don't think I'll ever find him again. Let me see if I go back. Nope. I'll never find him again. That's the thing about Pinterest. Once you do it, once you hit the button, you can't turn back, right? All right. So let's find. Let's go with somebody with an interesting face. What about this face right here? This face looks interesting. Let me see. All right. So we got this face here. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do with that one, but we're gonna try something, right? So, what we'll do with this one? What could we make her into? Anybody got any ideas about that? I don't know what kind of theme could we use for her? She already looks like an anime figure to me. I mean, she totally looks like an anime figure. But but we're gonna do something. Let me see. Get my pencil out here. Okay. And let's sharpen up a bit. Just be in the moment. I like that, Gordon. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I like what you said. So I'm just gonna be in the moment with it. All right. Let me draw this. Let me see where I want to put her head at. I guess I'll put it here. Okay, and then I'll put her little eyes here. And then I don't know. Let's see. Something like this here. Let's see. I don't know. She has some big wild hair here. So let's make it a little bit more wilder. Right. Something like that. Okay, and we're gonna be in a moment here. So let's see here. Let's you know what? I don't want to do anime. I think I'm just gonna do like a turtleneck, like I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I can just something like this here. And she's like kind of like Coke bottle shaped, right? Yeah, do something like this here. Do some long sweater, like a long sweater or something. I don't know. Something like that. And it will come down here. You know those sweaters where they just almost come right to your, like here, and they stop, right? And then let me see here. I wanna make this come way down here. What can I do so it won't be so cliche, right? Okay, let's do a little round nose here, right? some lips here. All right, and then let's do. You know what? Let's use this right here. Let's do this. Put a little eyes down here like that. Oh wow, super awesome, man. All right. Now, that's my idea. Now, we'll make it. We'll do that, and then we'll put like a little. What kind of little background can we use there? I don't know. Maybe we can put a. Hey, you know what we can do? We can go back and put a. Let me see here. Let me see here. You know what? We can put another little square here like this, and then we'll put our little eyes here. But then here, we'll maybe we can make a, I don't know, maybe like a little puppy dog, maybe. Right? I don't know. Maybe she's got her pooch with her. Right? I don't know. Little tongue sticking out. Action. I don't know. Wow, awesome. Okay. And maybe her pooch has a bone. I don't know. Perhaps they're in the park together. So this is a little quick cartoon theme, right? All right, so let me see here. What I can do, I'm gonna go back and I think I'm gonna use my let me see. Should I use a marker to do this? Let me see. What if I use this Crayola? Let's see what this will look like. All right. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me get a good marker here. Yeah, I'll use this Sharpie here. Oh yeah, I'm actually okay, so let's just see what we got going on here. I don't know how this is going to work out. Just what I feel like doing today. Go ahead and make sure she got a super small nose. Okay, let me see. Oh. Is my okay, I'm trying to I don't know, my volume should be all the way up. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Let me make sure here. Hold on. All right, can you hear me better now? Because I got it all the way up to the top. I think because my mic is kind of off to the side a little bit, so that because I'm filming with my other phone with my phone too while I'm on Instagram, so that might be why it is. I'm not really talking much though either too. So, but is that better for you if I talk like that? Good Samaritan. All right, let me see here. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to talk so low. Sometimes I forget, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm gonna have to get me a. I really need to get one of those collar mics so that I don't have to be over here talking like this. All right, and then this is like the part that comes down here. All right, and then over here we got a little dog. Another little dog. And a little doggy nose. And a little doggy tongue, right? And then we have our dog head shape. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but it's a dog nonetheless with a bone in his mouth. All right, let me see here. Let's you know what I like about the way those eyes went? Because I was able to use that big circle and then not try to like, because some caricatures they'll make the eyes big just because, without thinking about like hey, what's going on Instagram? I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me go ahead and wave at everybody that's here. Let me see here. Where's your site? Yeah. I'm already on YouTube, MG Bach. I do have I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now. I'm just doing it with two different devices because I'm streaming on this and then I'm streaming on Twitch as well. So yeah, I'm trying to be everywhere at once, right? Hey, what's going on? How are you, Miss Ebony? What's going on? What's going on? I need to get my big eraser out of my room. I'm so unorganized at times. Gosh. All right, so just let me erase my lines here. Got a little dog owner here. Yep. Let me ask a question. Do you guys prefer would you prefer more like simple caricatures, or do you like for instance, I saw a guy, I can't remember what his name is. I want to say his name is something Dunn drawing or whatever, right? So he has a lot. He's a really good artist. First of all, not taking anything away, but I noticed that he does a lot of stuff in his drawings. Like it's a lot going on in those drawings, like a lot of time. I don't know. Maybe he does those in moments. I have no idea, but I would assume I've seen some videos with his process on it, and it's just like so much. So what do you think? Is that Alfonso Dunn? Is that his name? Okay. What do you think about that, Miss Ebony? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I see that he travels the world a lot. Looks like he's having a lot of fun, but I didn't know. Like, I guess maybe everybody has their own taste for what they want, you know. But I was looking at some of his videos yesterday, and I was like, oh, he's having fun because he's traveling around the world and stuff. And as much as I want to like sometimes do a lot in the drawing, I don't know, maybe because I don't feel like doing all that. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know. I was just really asking because I thought sometimes I have this thing of maybe I'm not doing enough, right? Maybe I need to be more. Maybe I need my cartoons to be a little bit more. Maybe I need it to be a little bit more animated or whatever, right? You know, and so I was just asking the opinions of those that have seen those type of caricatures, you know. Now this is my chisel tip. Okay. And my little, I'll just go ahead and knock out all the darks real quick. My little doggy eyes. And then I'll just add my little, I'll add some more eyelash here. Okay. All right. And then let's do a little, I don't know, maybe we could use some, do I have some pink? I got some pink right here. We'll use some pink. She looks like a lady that would like pink, right? And then, you know what? We'll just do her little dress like pink. We'll design my own dress, my own little. Woo, okay. And then, I don't know. I got some. Do I have any? Maybe get some. Do I have any? No, Daddy's in a class, buddy. After I finish, you gotta remember we get. No, Daddy's in a class right now. See, Daddy's in a class. After I finish, we'll play games. Okay.
You were finished.
I'm not finished yet.
Yes, you are.
I'm not finished yet. You gotta go. No, because Daddy's in a class, son. You gotta go back up. Now listen. As soon as I'm done, listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. You looking at me? Now that's what I need you to do. I need you to go take this to mommy and tell her that I said that we're gonna play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I'm finished, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so you're gonna take it over there? Or then we can play Turtles. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna play Turtles. Wait, you gotta get your game. You gotta take the game or we can't play. All right, and then I'm gonna come play with you, okay? After I'm done. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you. Oh, you don't want to close the door. Look at this. I gotta. Yes, he is. He comes in. He's like, I want to play games right now. I get it, man. This is. All right. Let me see here. Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna make this complicated. I want to just do. I'm gonna do some face only pictures here now. So let me see here. What kind of color can I use here with this? I don't know. Let's just keep it simple with what we already got here. You know, I know y'all ain't never seen no yellow bushes before, but y'all gonna see some today. All right, yellow bushes, and then look, and then the dog is a little yellow. He's a yellow retriever. Right, he retrieves, and then we'll give him some little spots there. do, do. And his little nose. Oh, his nose is his little tongue right there. Okay, so that is how I would draw this picture. Okay, we can add some little more spikies on the side of her hair, right? And we got a cool little cartoon of her, right? Yeah, yeah. my little. I gotta. You see that? I got the. And this is the story of my life. I have to bribe. I gotta bribe my son a lot of times to get things done, right? I gotta do some bribing. All right. So who's gonna be our next cartoon? Again, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from the stream or you're learning anything, you've learned anything, you've been entertained in any kind of way, you can tip through our Cash App, guys. Our Cash App is $Rouse World. If you guys want to tip, and then we also have our Super Chat, Super Stickers. If you're on Instagram, you guys can see our Cash App there if you'd like to tip. Really appreciate it, guys. Caricature life's been kind of slow a little bit. I don't have the luxury of going and traveling the world and going to all the different places that you can draw caricatures at. So I kind of have to make it work in a local setting, which I don't know how the heck this is working. It's just some kind of way I'm able to, support my family with this. So it's just like I don't know. All right, let's go into our next phase and figure out who we want to draw next. Okay. I like that guy's face. He looks like a guy. Oh, God. Dog it. Okay. No, I don't like that face. Let's go with expressions photography. Wow, look at that face right there. That's an interesting face to draw. I'm going to save that. What kind of cartoon can we make him into? Now I like to practice with these kind of drawings because they have so much like life to them, the face itself. So let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and put our picture together first, okay? All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my picture. I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna say, okay, I want this kind of eyebrow shape. I want this kind of nose. I want this kind of nose shape, and then I want this kind of beard, and I want this kind of chin. I want these kinds of cheeks here. And then I want some ear shapes that look like this. Right? And then I want my jawline to be kind of squared like this. And skinny. I might even want to expand this a little bit more. And then on top of this little shape here, I want a shape that looks like this. And then I want my hair to be like this some kind of way. Okay, and then I want a little thin neck here, just like that, with a little collar on it. Some little wrinkles up here for his forehead. Okay, so once we have that, right, we can go ahead and start drawing with our marker. Okay? Yeah, he has a nice square face. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So let's do it. Let's see. So this is what you want to practice. You want to practice with people that have very strong facial features. This way you can grasp the concept. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if there's nothing to draw, it's hard enough, seeing somebody as a cartoon. So you want to pick people that already kind of look like a cartoon. Like this guy. He kind of already looks like a cartoon to me. So I don't really have to do too much exaggerating. I can just really concentrate on playing with the features. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Eyes. Hmm. I don't know. Does that look like him? I don't know. What do you think? I think it looks kind of like him. Now that right there was what Cherish was actually for. Cherish has to do the thing with the shapes in the face. But she was saying what if we combined that the idea of the circle with the face shapes and how that would look. So maybe we can attempt that on this drawing right here. Cherish is always coming up with ideas. All right, let me see here. Okay. So we will add some little shadow. Excuse me, sorry. He looked like he has vamp. Oh, because I didn't do this. Sorry. There we go. I forgot to put his mustache in there. Thanks, Cherish. Right? Hey, I normally go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Uh, Normally I'm here at 9:30 a.m. on those days. I'm still searching for uh, hey, what's going on, Tammy? How are you today? Yeah, I'm searching for the optimal time to be streaming. I still haven't found that balance yet, and it's been years in the making, right? But I've met some cool people along the way. So, you know, man, this goes to show you really don't have control over anything. We just think we do, but we ain't got control over nothing. we just, I don't know. Okay, so that one came out pretty cool, right? And then let me see here. Oh, let's try that thing with the hand real quick, like this. Let's say we wanted to put a hand here. Okay, so remember this is the top of the box, right? And then this is the bottom, and this is where it comes off at. Well, then we have our knuckles, 1, 2, 3, 4 knuckles, and then we have the shape that comes off of here for the thumb. So we could do like this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Burn, burn. I don't even know what I did that for. I was just trying something. He was like, peace, peace, right? Kathleen. Wow. Hey, Kathleen. That's crazy. I hadn't. Wow. How you doing today, Kathleen? I hadn't seen Kathleen in a minute. Well, I've never seen Kathleen, but I've seen her on Facebook. How are you today? All right. I mean, I was thinking about that, Cherish. You know, everybody that I've ever met in my life, right? I didn't know I was going to meet him before I met him. You know what I mean? Like, and then some people you meet, you wish you could take it back, but you can't. You know, so this is one of those things. Let's keep going here. I feel like in the mood to just draw people right at this time, and I'll probably go to work a little bit later. It's been real slow over there where I've been at, so I ain't gonna lie, I got frustrated the last couple of days. I was like, man, you know, what is going on? But then I just have to, you know, keep going. Let's see here. I don't know who I want to draw. Let's see. Let's find somebody that looks like a cartoon already now. Hey, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate your tip today. Thank you. And you get some party hats and hearts. Thank you so much, Kathleen. I appreciate you. Thank you. My first tip of the day. You see? All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's look at. Let's just go with it. Let's just stay with it. What about I don't know. This guy already looks like a cartoon to me. I'm gonna pick faces I would normally never pick, because sometimes I will admit I kind of go for, like, I don't know what looks good to me, but then what the hell do I know, right? What looks good to me and what looks good to everybody else is probably a very if I'm using the word correctly, a stark contrast, right, between those things, you know. Funny thing. When I was a kid, I used to actually make my own clothes sometime to go to school, right? And it wasn't at first. It was, you know, I want to say it's because I was creative, but then I just have to say because we was poor. So we would have to go to this. My mom is a volunteer at this place called the Emergency Storehouse. I remember we didn't have a great deal of money, so I couldn't afford all the clothes that all the other kids had. So I just decided to get creative with it, you know, and try to do it right. Let me see, what can I do with this here? What am I? I'm gonna go with a T shape here on this one. I'm just gonna let it all. I don't know. Shoot. Let me see. That's kind of what I want my guy to look like, right? I just kind of think about the, so I could, yeah, something like that. Hmm. Okay. So, I don't know what the heck was I talking about just now. Oh yeah, making my own clothes, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was doing as a kid. I tried to make my own clothes. I got pretty good at sewing, and I wonder how I can do that. Should I just do it like that? Would that can I get away with that? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what I can get away with. Let me see. Hmm. I don't know. Y'all don't normally never see me do this kind of stuff, but I think that it's healthy. It's good for the soul sometimes, right? I think it looks like him. Oh, however, and there is a however here. What I'm thinking is if I was just going with this picture like straight up, right? I think it still looks like him. No, don't get me wrong. I think it does. I just think that it's. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? I think let me just try it without all the lines and stuff, right? Let me just do it. Sometimes it's hard to accept things about yourself, right? One of the things like it's hard to accept about myself sometimes is like the not using marker thing. I mean, not using pencil thing, right? Some kind of way for me, pencils just don't like. I don't know. I just don't like um, using them that much when I'm drawing. It just seems to kill my. It just seems to kill my flow, and it makes me try to do more than what needs to be done. You get what I mean? Does that make sense to you? You know how and I know me. I have a tendency to overthink sometimes. Yes, the rouses I overthink sometimes. So, um, You know what I'm saying? Now, see this one. Hold on, let me close my door real quick. Hold on, guys. But I think he has more of a cheeky look. Like, yeah, like this area here is a little bit more. You see? So I think this one looks a little bit more like him. But this one looks like him too. I still think it looks like him. I mean, hmm, I guess so. I guess I am what I am, man. I can't. I don't know. I just can't like. As much as I want to, extremely exaggerate. Sometimes I just feel like I spent my life, all of my life, being extra. So I don't want to be extra no more, right? Uh-huh. You know, I could have added more. I could have added more squint to that. You are right. I could have went more like this here, and then went more like this. You know. See how that looks a little bit more like looks a little bit more squinty, right? I don't know, or maybe I could have went even more extreme. Maybe I could have went like this with the eyes, and then went like just use the bottom of the eye shape like this. I don't know. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's close enough, right? All right. So let me see here. Mm, you know what? I think maybe I want to work on a little bit of expression. Let's see here. Expression. EXPRE. Expressions. Reference. Let's look up. Let's make it a cartoon. Expression reference cartoon. Hmm. I wonder. Let me get my. I'm gonna bring this up some guys, so that I can use my pad for my pictures, and then try to do some expressions and stuff like that. So let me just do this real quick. So I'm gonna put my references here now. Again, guys, tips are appreciated. Thank you so much in advance. And I'm just going to use some people from my gallery here. All right, let me see. So over here, you'll see I have like a bunch of different expressions up top, right? And so I'm just going to experiment with some expressions and I don't know, see what if I can still maintain a likeness without per se drawing it exactly like this. But what do her eyes feel like to me? Let me see here. She feels hopeful. Can I make her feel hopeful? Then you have hurt, exhausted, disbelieving, ashamed, anxious, bored. Let me see. Optimistic, smug. So if I were drawing her in a smug way, something like this. Let me see. I would have to draw those going the opposite way though. Can I do that? Let me see. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if I could do this. Y'all just humor me for a minute. So if I want to draw her like smug, what do you think? Let me see. So we got her in a smug look. Let's see if we can how look what would her in different poses. So just to show you that it's really not about like you drawing all these perfect features. It's really about you. I think really the head shape is so important. Let me look at what about if she was suspicious like this, right? So suspicious. What does that look like? It looks like something like this. Something like this. But it looks like the insides are like this, and then she's like looking. He'll be looking back and down. I need to find somebody that's facing the other way. Let me see. I don't know. Or just turn everything the other way. Who cares? Mm, I don't know. I guess this is really kind of hard to do when the person is they look a certain way. So you have to really be thinking like how you see the person in order to do that. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. YouTube right now. All right, what's going on, guys? So, real quick, I'm gonna have to make a quick stage exit left because I have to go pick up my daughter from her aunt's house, and then I'm gonna try to go do a little bit of work today. See if I can make some money caricaturing. It's been really slow, so I really want to go in today, probably around 1:30 or 2, and see what happens. Yesterday it was crazy. I rode around and nothing really happened. So you got to do what you got to do, right? So I'm gonna go ahead then, and I'm gonna do my word of the day with you guys. It's gonna be real quick today, and what my word of the day is. If you've never been to my stream before, I do a word of the day after every stream. It's just me sharing my devotional with you, and I read a devotional every day. Usually in the morning time, I'll read one because it kind of helps me to give me something to think about all day. With all the stuff going on in the world, um, I could I can imagine. I know for me, it gets some days seem pretty. I feel pretty overwhelmed inside, even though outside I'm like ah. And then for me, being a caricaturist, I have to. I don't know. I have to like always appear to be in a good mood. You know what I mean? Even though it's hell going on inside. You so it's anytime you're in a service related industry, where you got to deal with people, it's it sometimes tugs on you. So I gotta have something for me. I'm not telling anybody how to live their life, but I gotta have something that I'm thinking about that's keeping the car in the middle of the road for me, so to speak. And so that thing for me is my faith. And so this is just part of like my stream, so I get it. uh So glad you shared about pencil because I can't use markers. I think my sketches have a hard look with markers. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah, Janice, that's absolutely. Sometimes that happens. It's okay. If you need to use a pencil, man. I mean, if you use a marker, it's really like just a matter of what you want to do. I feel like Gordon said something earlier today, and that was really I like what he said. He said you got to be in the moment, and you got to live in that moment. You know what I mean? And don't let your ego get in the way. So let me go ahead and share this devotional with you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I have again. I need to go pick up my little one from her aunt's house. So I was just sharing with you guys what's going on now, so you'll know what it is that I'm doing. Okay. All right. So let's go. I usually have, this is my devotional book, Cherish. You already have this book. This is called Jesus is Calling 365 Devotions for Kids. Now, you might wonder, why do I use books and things, or why do I even teach the way that I do? I use a very simple approach to everything. I feel like if you can't, I feel like we, I'm not going to put I'm going to say I. I feel like I make life complicated too much. I try to overthink things at times. I try to second guess myself at times. And most of that comes from the fact that at the end of the day, part of me wants to care what other people think about me. And then part of me is saying that's not good. You know what I'm saying? So I use this Bible, I use these devotionals, I use a lot of things that's broken down to bare minimum so that I ain't nothing else to think about. There's no ambiguity to the meaning of what this could possibly mean. I like straightforward things. When you go to YouTube and you're going to look for how to do something, right? Don't you hate when you get a video and the video is 15 minutes of talking about stuff that doesn't have anything to do with what you went to that video for? That's what I don't like. And so I don't want to share the word of the day with you and get you start talking about all this and trying to sound like this Bible theologian. I'm just trying to share I want a simple concept so that everybody can benefit from that. So today's my devotional for today is out of Proverbs. It's Proverbs 29 and 25. Okay. And it says, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting in the Lord means safety. Okay. So what's that saying to me? It's pretty straightforward. People don't even know what they want for their own life. Why should I fear what they think? I'm going to take that with me today as I go to work. Okay? I'm not supposed to be walking around here thinking, what do they think about me? What do they think about me? Well, are they looking at me? Or all that kind of stuff. Because you know what? Man, I guess maybe that's why God made our thoughts private, because at the end of the day, I feel like God's saying to me, I have to assume right off the top that everybody doesn't like me. If they show me this way, there's no, you know what I mean? Not like in a bad way, but don't assume that I have favor with people. Don't assume that people see me a certain way. Some people wear certain clothes and they feel like everybody likes me because I got these clothes on, or everybody likes me because I got these shoes on. And the truth of the matter is, as I got older, nobody cares what kind of shoes you have on. Nobody cares. They really don't. The only person that cares is the one that's wearing the shoes, but nobody cares about your makeup. Nobody cares about your eyelashes. Nobody cares about anything that you got going on. It's just me freaking myself out thinking that people are actually caring about certain things or certain, you get what I'm saying? And then when someone does come to me and show me respect or conversates with me or does something nice for me, then it feels like a blessing because I wasn't expecting it. You can't, in other words, a person can't let me down if I don't expect them to do anything for me in the first place. You get what I mean? So let's read the devotional real quick. It says, being around other people can be scary. What if you say the wrong thing? What if you wear the wrong clothes? What if you don't fit in with the crowd? What if you trip and fall right in the middle of the lunchroom? Wow. So all the what ifs, and I can relate to that because again, my tendency to overthink, and this is why I always make things. I always at my older age, I always seek to study things and make them simple in my mind. 1+1 = 2. You know what I mean? My YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, is very plain. Okay. Do I look at the other channels and want to be able to compete with them? At times, yes, I do. I would be lying if I said that I don't feel like, man, why don't I have more people watching my videos, or why don't I have this, why haven't I obtained this level of success, and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm willing to say to myself, I'm going to keep it simple, because I believe there's still some people in the world that like simplicity. I believe people, all this new wave stuff and all this new ideas and all this stuff that's coming up is really confusing, like a lot of us. I mean, for me anyway, it's absolutely a different time to be alive in now. Like, it almost seems like, man, to be honest with you, unless you have God, it doesn't seem like it's fun anymore. You know what I mean? You look at social media, everybody on there is, again, fearing people. A lot of the times, everything that we do, like these people do on these channels and stuff, is fear based. It's not, they're scared somebody won't watch their channel, so they'll do like anything to get views on their channel. Me and Cherish are talking about this, and we talk about a lot of things during our class, and one of the things is that we were talking just about this, about like what I'm not willing to do in order to get the views. I feel like, why should I have to come across as someone's court jester in order for them to watch a video? You know what I mean? Why can't I just say, hey man, and be me? This is how I draw. This is what you want to learn, and keep it just that simple. Hey, thanks for watching. Goodbye. You get what I mean? Keep it simple, right? And so that's the way that I do things. And it says some days are like walking through a minefield. Some days we do things and it's like walking through a minefield. One false step and boom. So you spend your whole day trying to do and say just the right things, hoping to please everyone, but you don't really even feel like that inside, right? You trying to, I know I do that. I know I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not here to tell nobody. I'm sharing with you, like, this is literally me sharing but thinking outside of my head about my life. I spend a lot of my day trying to do and say the right thing, hoping to please everyone. Do you know that was the reason that I used to drink so much? Because I was so afraid of people that's the only way that I could feel. It turned, alcohol and drugs made it like where I didn't have to, like I didn't feel that part of me anymore. That part just was speaking so loud all the time, and I was like, and then I would just go like, just start drinking or doing something to make it like better, to turn that voice off in my head. It just, it never worked. But I can relate to that. I definitely feel that. You even do and say things you know are wrong just to fit in. I do and say things that are wrong just to fit in. I've done that before too. And today I can't do that. God's saying today, and this is why I'm speaking to you today, Harry, like, don't go out there, you're doing your job, you're going out, you're making an honest living, and I'm ultimately in control of who's going to get pictures, who's going to be a blessing to you. I'm the one that's ultimately in control of this. Because, and I read that in the Word, that most things in our life are decided by chance and fate. And God, that's just another way of saying God gets to choose no matter what. You can do everything perfectly, and you still don't get the result that you were looking for because you're not in control of nothing. I'm not in control of anything. So I shouldn't just be going around. That's right, Cherish. I'm not going to be somebody's pick me, right? We do the same things just to fit in. By the end of the day, you're exhausted, and that's how I feel when I get off work sometimes. I feel like I've said some things, I've joked about some things, that I shouldn't have done, and I only did it just because I wanted them to get their picture drawn. I'm just being real. I'm sharing my testimonies in my Bible study. This is what makes me improve every day. This is giving me something to think about. At the end of the day, I'm just tired of being somebody else. I come home and I'm like pissed because I had to walk around this lie all day, right? I'll never forget the time I went to Six Flags and I wore a pair of shoes that was too small for me just so I would look good when I was a kid. I remember that. And I winded up walking around having to take the shoes off because my feet hurt so bad. Right? I remember that. I remember having to paint a mustache on my face because I couldn't grow no mustache just because I thought that would make me look cool. I remember hanging around with some guys that were straight up from the hood, right? I didn't know nothing about the hood, but I just wanted to be accepted like this hardcore hood guy, like, because I've been reading, or listening to too much rap music or something. I don't know. I wanted to be seen like one of them, right? I mean, because everybody liked Harry. I really wasn't nothing like I wasn't no like bad dude or, you know what I mean? But I wanted the feeling. I was like, man, look at how everybody shows these guys respect because they're scared of them because they got guns. They just look mean all the time. I'm going to do that too. And I was trying to walk around and act like that, but I just couldn't do it. Boy, the trouble I got myself into, though. The only thing you've earned is the privilege of getting up and doing it all again tomorrow. So after I fake the funk and I act like this other person and I say all this stuff to fit in and I'm exhausted and I'm pissed, I think that's why everybody's so pissed off now. Because everybody has to walk around and act like they're okay when they're really not. I feel this way. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I got everything under control. Everything's great. Let's put some more fake pictures up on social media. This is oh my goodness. They got it now where people can just glue hair on their head. Grown men walking around gluing hair on their head because they can't accept that they're going bald, or you can't be you because everybody's so scared of what everybody else thinks that nobody can just let their guard down and be themselves. And they're exhausted and they're tired and they're pissed. Wow. And the only thing we get to do, guys, when we live like this, we don't get nothing for it. We just have to get up and do it again the next day. Being afraid of what people think is dangerous. And living to please others can get you in big trouble. I already went through all that with you. It says live to please me instead. So God's encouraging me to live, to please him instead. Because he loves me unconditionally. He's the one that has the final say so. not people. Simple as that. I will help you to make good choices. In other words, even though you feel a certain way, if you listen, if you fear what God wants you says and what He wants you to do, even though that voice is loud, He'll give you the strength to do the right thing, even though you really want to do what everybody else is doing, so you can get accepted. And then it says, "And I will help you get through the minefield of your day." So we're supposed to keep God. I'm supposed to keep God at the forefront of my mind as I'm going throughout the day, and what my purpose is in His life, and fear His judgment only, because His judgment is righteous judgment. Everybody else is just opinionated. If you don't have my shoes, I don't like you. If you don't have as much money as me, I don't like you. If you're this color, I don't like you. If you're this, think this way, I don't like you. God doesn't see people like that. And so fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. So that's our word of the day today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank y'all for coming out and sharing not just my drawing time, but my devotional time with me. It was really awesome. Hey, guys, if you did tip today, man, I want to thank you for that. Certainly appreciate it. Again, I'm going to put the information up here if you wish to tip Rouse the World because you felt like you learned something from the drawing, or maybe you just think I'm an all right guy. I don't know. You can tip at Cash App, $ Rouse the World, and we appreciate it. And you also have the super sticker, super chat, all that stuff like that. Okay? So, guys, y'all have a blessed and awesome day. Thank you so much for coming out and drawing with me. You guys have a awesome evening. And I will see you guys on Tuesday morning at 9:30, unless I do a stream between here and there. I mean, it's very possible, depending on how today goes anyway. I got to go pick up my daughter now. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.